What's up, guys? Benji Anthony here, and welcome to TheB.A.R.
Join us today for our What to Watch Wednesday. It was a viewer requested movie.
Jose.
Thank you, Jose. We're watching today Inception, directed by the great Christopher Nolan. Came out in 2010.
Beautiful movies.
Excellent
Directed for
film.
Batman films, so those are also great as well. So yeah, let's go into it.
What is this movie about? I've seen this movie 3 times now, and I'm left with a lot of unanswered questions.
I watched it again, and I left with even more questions. Yeah, I just don't know.
So the beginning, we get to see Leonardo DiCaprio being hired by Sato, which is played by Ken Watanabe, an excellent foreign film actor.
So this film, they start off with that, and they're hiring because they want to kind of shut down another corporation down.
Right, they want to plant a seed, right? Inception is about planting ideas in people's heads while they're sleeping.
Mm-hmm. So like go into their dreams, kind of like a sci-fi reality thing where you go into someone's dream and you plant seeds, as you're saying, which is ideas, confuse them, trick them into believing something else.
Right.
Yeah, and there's a big group of cast in this movie that he cast out.
Huge ensemble cast.
So they have Gordon-Levitt as Arthur. They have Tom Hardy as Eames.
Mm-hmm.
Ellen Page,
which you really didn't care for, right?
Yeah, I didn't really. So that's pretty much what
she's the architect. She's the one who builds the surroundings inside the dream.
He hired her. He was finding her. He thought she was really good at what she did, but in the end, I just don't know if that's really what the person they should have picked for that. But yeah, overall, this movie was confusing,
but in a good way.
Exactly,
I liked it.
It was in a good way. So it left you with questions that you were like, "That was awesome." So to talk about this movie, there will be spoilers. It is a 2010 film. If you haven't seen it,
you should have seen this movie by now. Christopher Nolan is an excellent director.
If you have, even if we spoil some of the parts, still go watch this movie. This is a very good movie to see. So overall, I felt like this movie was really good in the action aspects, in the thriller aspect, in the sci-fi aspect, in every aspect. There wasn't a point in this film where I wasn't engaged with the actors.
Very true.
The one bad part about it, in my opinion, was some of the acting from Ellen Page. I felt like she was an important role in the cast.
I knew you were going to go there.
And I didn't feel for her. And it may be because of the movie she's done before with Juno, where it's a more serious movie, and she was supposed to play this awkward, quirky kind of girl that was going through a hardship.
Do you think it just bled into this movie?
I think it did, in my opinion, and that could have been my bad, I just didn't see it the right way. But overall, Leonardo DiCaprio always does great in these films, and he did amazing. Tom Hardy, I feel like one of the more upcoming actors overall.
For sure.
Really
especially
good.
After Bane. Yeah.
Yeah, very good on that. In The Revenant, if you haven't seen that, they're both good in that movie where they work together. Joseph
collaboration, right?
Joseph Gordon-Levitt, even though he's done more of quirky ones as well, awkward actors, he still played this badass character as well. Like he was kind of like the arms guy with the slicked hair and so he was
polished.
Exactly, very cool. And the one person that I feel that did a great job was his wife, right? That's something you were talking to me about as well.
Ma, which is played by Marion Cotillard, which actually she's in the news a lot right now because of the whole Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie thing. But that's a whole that's a whole other story. But that's a whole subplot that has to do with her. Actually, the subplot of Inception dealing with her is the fact that Leonardo DiCaprio tricked her, planted a seed within her, and that's how he knows, or he's confident, that this will work with the whole thing with Sato and the 2 energy conglomerates fighting out. Unfortunately, it didn't go well for his wife and him. She felt that once she came back from, because there's different levels, right? Yeah. There's a dream within a dream, and then you take it to the third level.
Dream, which has never been done before.
And it's not a good idea, actually, So she comes back from thinking that real life is a dream, and the only way she can go back to her real life is by killing herself in the real world. And unfortunately, it just...
it's more of a shocking factor.
Yeah.
So you need to be shocked to be able to be waking up.
Yeah.
And the problem is she thought that she was still dreaming, so she killed herself.
Right.
And it kind of made her stuck in limbo, which is still... I don't know if it is or isn't.
That's the 4th level, right?
Exactly.
So
it's something where you're just stuck in the middle of, you don't know if it's a dream or not. And to me, the one question after I saw it the second time was, what if Leonardo DiCaprio was never woken up? What if that whole time that they've been sleeping, he's still sleeping and in his mind he's still doing that? Because remember, at the end of this movie, he spins his totem.
Don't say that, because now I'm filled with more questions. Oh my God.
And that's the thing. Like, it's just so many questions because, the biggest question was the totem that he used. Everybody has a totem, which is something that kind of tells you I'm in a dream. Whether you roll a dice or you have a deck of cards or something, like just something that reminds you.
Spin a top.
Spin a top. Those are the things that he used. And when he spinned it at the end, it looked like it was wobbling. but then you don't know. That's when it cuts off.
It cuts off. I mean? Then that's the great direction of Christopher
exactly. Nolan. Like he always has you in suspense of like you don't know what's going on. The darkness of the movie, the scenes of the movie were beautifully shot.
Yeah.
You know, when the town is curving over when he's showing Ellen Page, that was beautiful. The hotel scene, my favorite scene of the whole movie, with Joseph Gordon-Levitt fighting gravity because the van's falling backwards because they're trying to wake up. That was a great scene in my opinion. Like that, the way it was shot, the way. The mindset, the writing behind that, like who thought that, you know? Like
I love that it leaves you thinking about it. I love when you leave a theater and you just like go home and think about it, and that's what made me want to go see it a second time and now a third time for the review channel.
Yeah, and I'll watch it a fourth time again just to kind of see, because it's crazy how the one dream will affect the other dream, will affect the other dream, will affect the other dream, and it keeps going and going like that. And it's something where even the part with the last part where they go with the corporate guy, the son and the father are talking, that hit a sweet spot for me. I cared about those characters at that point. And I think that's another thing that the movie did. It made you care about each and every one of them. If someone died off, you were like, oh no, he's not about to die, or he is going to die, you know? And it was like movies don't do that a lot. A lot of people really throw in so many characters that you get lost. But this one, each one of them you care.
Yeah,
exactly.
you do care about them, you know. What about that whole father and son thing at the end of the movie? Did you feel that was a little played out, or did you feel it fit well into the
I think structure? It fit well because you kind of knew it was coming. Like, you know, like it was either going to go two ways. It was either going to go that way, or he was going to kill him and then change his mind or something like that. You could kind of see it was coming, but I felt it was okay. What about you?
I liked it. I didn't know that it was gonna go there, and actually, that's what it kind of like was like. Oh wow!
Okay.
I didn't know it was gonna hit me as hard as it did in the feels, as Ben says. But yeah, I really enjoyed this film all around from beginning to end. So, what grade did you give this film?
I gave this film a 9 out of 10. I really loved it. It's something where it's hard for me to really find gripes with this movie. It left me confused, and it was a good confused. I've seen movies where I go in and I just left confused to the point where I was like, why did I watch this movie? And this one makes me want to go back in and watch it again.
And this is a lengthy film, but you know what? You don't go home mad. This is something where you actually want to like buy another ticket and come back in and be like, hey, can I see this again?
Yeah.
I gave it an 8.5.
That's a good score. It's something where, you know, the reason I gave it a 9 is because of Ellen Page. Like it's something where she just felt lackluster. Such an important character that manipulates the dream.
You would think she'd be a better performance.
Yeah, right? You know, and like I said, it's something where I might have just not seen that. Maybe the Juno thing carried over too much, which I liked her in Juno. It was great.
Juno was great.
But she's very awkward, and it was kind of weird for me to see her in this film.
Right.
Yeah, but the scene, you know, the cinematography behind it, even the subplots, you know, because the point of the story was, you know, the corporation, but the subplot of Leonardo DiCaprio figuring out where he's at or what it is, it still was engaging. It still was good in this story. And that's what films need. They need to have where everything clicks together into one kind of thing.
Right. I agree. Hey man, wake up.
Oh, my bad. I was on the third level. Hey, what's up, guys? This is Benji and Anthony here, and thank you for joining us at TheB.A.R for the Inception review.
Join us this Friday when we'll be doing our first ever TV series, Stranger Things, on Netflix.
So yeah, guys, hopefully you guys should join us for that. It's been getting pretty good reviews, so we'll see how that goes. In the comments down below, let us know of other shows that maybe you guys want us to review in later videos, or also maybe some other films that we could do for What to Watch Wednesdays. Whether they're good or bad, we'll do them all.
Put away the Dungeons and Dragons and join us this Friday.
Yeah, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe at the bottom. Thank you for joining us at TheB.A.R again, and have a good one. Talk about this movie. Let's so 1, 2, 3.